I'm going to talk about these wrenches and why I have these wrenches. I'm not going to talk about how many grams each one weighs or how many foot-pounds each one takes before it breaks. I'm not going to get scientific. I'm just going to explain why I have so many wrench sets and my experiences with each one. I used to have, well, actually I still have, my old wrench sets were just mixed up Snap-on, Craftsman, Matco. I decided I wanted a complete matching set. I started with the Sunex set, which was a pretty good bang for your buck. It goes from 8mm to 32mm and does not skip any sizes. Eventually I went to the Gearwrench set, which starts at 6mm, goes all the way to 32, but it does skip the weird sizes like 31, 28, 25, all that. And then after that I went to the SK set, which just like the Gearwrench set has the same sizes, starts at 6 and goes all the way to 32, but it skips 31, 28, 25, and the like. Now I'm going to talk about the issues with each set. So I started with the Sunex set, a complete set, although it only goes down to 8, it doesn't go down to 6. And I started using them. I liked the grippy teeth for the nuts and everything, but I noticed right away, like when I was using the 13 and the 15 real hard, that the corners were kind of chipping up easy. I mean, all wrenches do it. This just seemed to happen a little easier than most wrenches. And I started pulling on the 18 on a suspension bolt real hard one day, and I was getting a lot of handle twist, like side deflection, like it wanted to spring off to the offset side. Kind of like just a softer metal. And then one day I was using the 22 on a suspension bolt that was rusty, and I didn't have a pipe or anything on it. I was just squeezing it towards myself, and I was able to spring it up over the corners of that bolt head, and I could have easily spun it all the way and skipped across, and it didn't really damage the bolt head. The wrench actually started to open up on the end of, got it to pop back on there. And that's when I decided to upgrade. So I moved on to the next set, which was the Gearwrench set. So I got the Gearwrench set, and right away I noticed that the metal actually does feel stronger. Now the Gearwrench set, similar in price, you don't get as many wrenches because it skips more sizes, but it does go down to 6. It doesn't have the grippy teeth, it's a smooth inside. The side, I don't get as much side deflection out of these wrenches as the Sunex set. However, they still can't compare to Snap-on or Matco. Those are far harder metal, far stronger. But at the price point, it's very similar. All three of these kits are very similar price point. The only thing is with the Gearwrench, they don't have great markings. It has this like a 7-segment clock display type font. Everything's very square. So the size markings look very similar. The 18 and the 16 on the marking look similar, so you got to take a close look at it. On top of that, there's only one marking spot on the whole wrench. Although on the Amazon picture it showed an engraving up here on the open end, my kit didn't have that. And when you have a few of them down in the cart and you're trying to find one real quick, it can be a pain in the butt because they all look the same and you got to look real close at each one. And it became a time-consuming issue with me. So although that kit did work great, I eventually went on to the SK Pro set. And finally the SK Pro set, which is almost the same as the Gearwrench set. The exact same sizes come in the kit. The insides are smooth, rounded. The blanks, the wrenches themselves feel almost the same as the Gearwrench. Maybe a little bit meatier on some sizes and a little bit less meaty on others. Like the SK18 feels a little thicker than the Gearwrench 18, but the Gearwrench 13 feels a little bit thicker than the SK13 and whatnot. So there's that. But the markings with the rounded font on 4 spots is what works the best for me, because no matter how they're flipped in the cart, you can see them easily and quickly and pick out your wrench without wasting too much time. And so this is the SK wrench setting in my organizer, and I can see over here all the sizes real easy. Before I had to add these labels with the Gearwrench set because I couldn't really see the numbers that good. So this one stands out pretty good. The sizes are easily visible. I can quickly grab what I need without having to look too hard. So in a nutshell, to wrap it up, I guess, out of all 3 of these kits, I would probably recommend the SK Pro. I mean, it's been the one that I've been satisfied with the most so far. Your mileage may vary, and if you're looking at these 3, they're always being compared on Amazon because they're all on there and they're all close in price, especially when they're having sales and everything and coupons. But if I could advocate for one, I would recommend this one right here. Take it with a grain of salt. Your mileage may vary, like I said. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and I'll get back with you again very soon. Thank you.